Hi Capricorn, and welcome to your weekly tarot reading. This will take us from, I think it's the 7th to the 14th of April. So I'm going to pull additional guidance cards and then I'll do the rest of your cards. Okay, you got by the book. So very, by the book is about being straightforward in dealing with things. So very much be in the earth element, what you represent, about straightforwardness, authenticity. When by the book comes up to me, it's always about if something needs to be said, say it. Don't try and get out of anything without being straightforward. That is how we grow into people, essentially, into full-bodied, complete people, by being straightforward, learning to look at people in the eye, and just be straight up this week, Capricorn. That's my advice, okay, when that card shows up. So I'm going to pull the rest of the cards and it will probably clarify the meaning of that card. So give me a minute, sorry. Ace of Wands behind you, lovely. Ooh, King of Wands. Lot of fire going on here, and very nice fire. Six of Pentacles is the challenge. How other people are showing up for you is the Moon. So there can be a period of uncertainty in your relationships when the Moon card appears, because that's what the Moon is. It represents nighttime, not being able to see clearly, but there's a whole lot of passion here, and enthusiasm and attraction. So what else is going on? Yeah, Five of Wands and the Lover's card. Okay. There's my first impression here is there's some sort of relationship dynamic, but for a lot of yous, the Moon card, this position is about how people are showing up for you. There might be a lot of unspoken energy, by the way. That's what I'm picking up, because the Moon represents nighttime. When we're in the nighttime, we cannot see clearly, and that is how they're appearing to you, and that's probably why the Six of Pentacles is the challenge, because of by the book showing up, and because of the challenge card being a pentacle, this energy always represents to me our value systems, and because I'm reading for you, that always has to represent a sense of realness, of authentic dialogue, and there might be a little bit of an issue about getting clear with someone about what's really going on underneath the surface, okay? Now what's behind you is the Ace of Wands. This is the birthing of something. Ace of Wands is always a yes card. It could be the birth of a new relationship, because the King of Wands is staring right at this ace, which is the gift. So both of these cards, and this is about relationships, they represent an awful lot of attraction. I mean, the King is the ultimate in how you'd feel towards someone, and he's looking at this ace. So some of you are wanting to birth this brand new chapter of your life. If it's not about relationships, the fire energy is about self-expression. It's about birthing your true colours, birthing that creative impulse that comes from within. And there's a lot of great desire here to burst forward. Absolutely love it. Not very often do you get these two cards together, so I absolutely love seeing that for you. It's definitely creating a little bit of tension now, but that's what heat does, okay? The challenge is the Six of Pentacles, which is about mutuality and reciprocity. And because the Moon card is here, there's a lack of straightforwardness here. And remember, sometimes we are not straightforward, not because there's anything wrong with us or the other person. But just because when we're in the energy of the moon, we're in the energy of the moon. We are not in control of everything. So when we're in that sort of energy, we're unclear about things. And I think this is why you've got the Five of Wands showing up as a central issue. Five of Wands is about head and heart, going in different directions. I get the Five of Wands is an inner thing, but the Five of Swords tends to show up as a verbal argument. The Five of Wands is a little bit of your head's telling you one thing, the heart's telling you another. So you're in a little bit of a knot here. And I think the knot is coming from either this relationship attraction, but the lack of clarity around it, or this desire to express yourself, to be clear, but because other people are the moon, it's like everything's still a little bit uncertain. So this build-up of tension is happening. I don't dislike the Five of Wands because sometimes heat is what changes things. So when we're in the energy of the Five of Wands, we're actually being pushed forward. You know, that sort of, sometimes we're in very much our comfort zone, and then suddenly we're in this sort of Five of Wands energy and we're being pushed to take some action. King of Wands on the Ace, which is about this new desire. Doesn't have to be a brand new desire, it can be an existing relationship, but it's a desire either for another person or to pursue your mission, okay? So it's the same energy regardless of how it's applied. The outcome is the Lover's card. So if this is a relationship, it looks like the Five of Wands is going to drive the two of you into some sort of union, which is really nice. So tell me why. What's this all about? Yeah, Ace of Cups. Ooh, I wouldn't mind being a Capricorn. This is a really nice reading, guys. You got about three of my favourite cards. I love all the aces. I love new beginnings. I'm very lucky that way. And the Six of Pentacles. Because it's a bit straightforward dialogue where nothing's hidden and not all this subterranean foggy energy, but it is still around, and the straightforwardness is the challenge. But with that Five of Wands as a central issue, I'm sort of laughing. You know when you put an engine on and it gets the engine going? That's a good way to describe the Five of Wands. So either it's like there's something pushing you here. And if you learn to trust this energy, your reality will change. Most people don't like energies like the Five of Wands because they don't like change. But if you learn to ride the roller coaster, you're going to end up in a brand new place. Look. But it might ask you to do a very, very terrifying thing to open yourself up. What just about everyone's terrified of. To open yourself up, to put your cards on the table, to risk authentic dialogue. And it's like what I said in your April general reading, remember? That everything lies behind the veil, and the veil is fear. And it's fear about being straightforward. And it's, I don't blame you if other people are appearing as the moon, they're being all vague and all, but if that's where they're at, that's where they're at. And you need to work with it, but you need to be straightforward and you need to be powerful, Capricorn. Because these aces come as gifts, but if you don't pick them up, away they go again. And then we await the next karmic wheel. And sometimes that wheel doesn't come again for another 7 years, and we wonder why our life doesn't move, when in reality these gifts have been given to us all the time. But the fear of opening up keeps them way behind that veil, and we suffer and we don't know why. What a beautiful reading. My advice, don't resist the heat you're feeling. It's like the engine is pushing you forward, and I think that you want to go forward anyhow by the looks of these cards. And I think some of yous have been waiting on the sidelines for a very long time, because it wouldn't be a king if it hadn't been building and building and building. Beautiful, lovely reading, guys. And check out your April general reading if you haven't seen it, because it'll give you a bit more of a flavour of the energy I've been picking up for you. Loads of love, bye.